Yesterday, for the second day in a row, Nifty closed on a positive note. But the surprising fact was, in the market opening, India VIX crashed 20% and dropped to around 10, which is most of us know now. But why now? We don't have the election results yet. Why it's crashing? I mean, there are hundreds of theory floating in all the news website and various channels says like BJP is winning sure now, etc. I'm not going to say that all those were not true. Rather, I think to some extent, possibly all might be true. No denying. However, I like to put forward my theory. Please let me know in the comment section if you have difference of opinion or if I said anything wrong so I can correct myself. First, bit of technical. Just to remember this term so I can come back referencing. Two of the main components in the VIX calculation is forward index level and bid-ask quantity and quotes of at the money strike price. Simply, this forward index level is very crucial part in VIX calculation. Basically, it's an expected Nifty's 30 days future price based on balancing the present open call and put options. And bid-ask is just straightforward like any other stock. But for the selected strike price that is immediately below this forward index level. For example, let's say by balancing the call and put option, the forward index level of Nifty comes around 23,020 means. Then the bid-ask quantity and quotes of 23,000 strike price will be selected for the VIX calculation. I know this is little bit complex, hope it's not confusing. Now, according to Economic Times website, this bid-ask quotes fell yesterday which led to the crash in India VIX. Then you might ask me why bid-ask quotes fell. For those, it's just my theory. I think two reasons. One, this NSE's new option contract lot size reduction for the May month expiry might likely increase the liquidity in the market, which then will reduce the bid-ask spread of both call and put options. Possibly that could have led to a fall of VIX. Second, earnings release. I mean, now almost all the index heavyweight earnings such as HDFC Bank, Infosys, TCS and Reliance released now. And other than HDFC Bank, none of the other company increased their net profit. So the earnings of Nifty increased to just 992 rupees from 975 rupees before the results, which is roughly 1.7%. Generally, for any given quarter, Nifty earnings expect to increase at least 3.5% compared to a quarter ago. Just for info, in comparison on January 24th, same stage for the December quarter results, Nifty earnings increased 2.6%. So, for the present quarter, the earnings is not increasing as expected from Nifty. So, obviously, this will reduce the forward PE ratio. And hence, yesterday, after the Reliance results, big investors might adjusted their May month option positions, which subsequently led to the reduction in bid-ask spread and caused the VIX to crash. I mean, forget all. What does it mean for Nifty if India VIX is 10.2 means? It means in a year time, Nifty can go 10.2% up or 10.2% down. Indian market is always growing market, so let's consider just the upside. Right now, Nifty is trading at 22,368. 10.2% up means in a year time, Nifty possibly will move to 24,650. I mean 1 year upper range. For that, if we calculate possible earnings, in a normal good time, Nifty has to have 1095 rupees earnings per share. So, in a nutshell, even for this 10% upside potential from the present level, earnings has to grow at least 2.5% each quarter. If we consider India VIX as 12, previous day VIX for the present Nifty level, then the 1 year upper range will move to 25,052 and the earnings required will also increase to 1,118 rupees, which after this Reliance result looks not possible. I mean, if Nifty drops and assume the earnings is same, then the upside upper range will be still the same. So only at that time VIX increases. Now, in the last 2 days, Nifty is increasing and the earnings didn't grow as expected. So, the upside Nifty possible increase fundamentally reduced, so does the VIX. I know it's a lot of numbers, but I personally think it's important. Always fundamentals drives the stock market. Anyway, moving on, about institution, As usual, FII net sold for 3040 crore rupees, whereas DII net bought equally 2920 crore rupees. Then coming to US, for the second day in a row, market closed positive. I'm guessing it's just a short covering before the tech stock earnings release. And in the aftermarket hours, Tesla and Facebook did release their earnings. Here I haven't analyzed it, but in the aftermarket hours offline trading, both Tesla and Facebook are trading in super further positive. Last night, Dow Jones increased 0.69%, S&P 500 up by 1.2%, and Nasdaq increased 1.59%. There too in US, VIX crashed, but not like India, just 7% down and moved below 16. In line with that, early morning today at 3 a.m., GIFT Nifty increased and closed at 22,424, equating it with the spot market. For now, it's indicating the gap up opening of 50 to 80 points. However, that positivity was not reflected in Indian ADR. Both IT stocks closed around 0.5% negative, I guess some profit booking. And finally, HDFC Bank turned positive for the first time after the result release. As a summary, US market closed positive, future market also trading mild positive. More importantly, even after Tesla and Facebook result release, both the stocks trades further positive in the off-market trading in addition to the positive close. So the global momentum improved very good. However, this IT ADR negativity is a slight concern. Let's hope banks support our market. Then, as per stock open interest, Mahindra & Mahindra FinServ, Sun Pharma, Birlasoft, Page Industries and ABB India got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, Aditya Birla Fashion, Gujarat Gas, Airtel, Aker Motors and Jubilant Footworks got an increase in open interest with a positive price close, indicating the long build-up. Then about the things to look out, Hindustan Unilever, Axis Bank, L&T Mindtree, Nippon Life Asset Management, 5 Paisa Capital and AU Small Financial Bank are some of the major Indian companies' earnings results are scheduled to release today. And in terms of macro, during the market hours around 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., Germany's various business index. And in the aftermarket hours for US, durable goods order, Google result in their aftermarket hour and crude oil inventories data are some of the items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, yesterday Nifty opened 80 points gap up near 22,450 mark, and for throughout the day it trades positive with slight volatility and finally closed at around 22,370. Thus, on the daily chart, Nifty formed medium bearish candlestick pattern with minor shadow, indicating the selling pressure at higher level. Throughout the session, Nifty traded sideways and it failed to provide any directional breakout. So, a decisive breakout above 22,450 might trigger a further rally. Momentum wise, higher high and higher low formation is intact on the daily chart. In addition, RSI is showing a bullish crossover. So, we can say the overall trend is still positive. And on the lower end, the immediate support is at 22,250 and a breach below this level might weaken the positive sentiment. Then in case of Bank Nifty, it opened 260 points gap up. However, it failed to hold on to 48,000 mark on closing basis. Thus, on the daily chart, similar to Nifty, Bank Nifty also formed bearish candlestick pattern but continued higher high, higher low formation for yet another session. So, closing above 48,000 mark is very crucial for Bank Nifty to continue its rally. If so, then on higher side, the immediate hurdle is at 48,200 to 48,500 zone. A breakthrough above this resistance could pave the way for Bank Nifty to achieve fresh all-time high level. On the monthly options front, the maximum call option open interest was at 23,000 strike, followed by 22,400 and 22,500, with meaningful new call option writing at 22,400 strike, then 22,800 and 22,700. Whereas on the put side, the maximum open interest was at 22,000 strike, followed by 21,500 and 22,100, with new put option writing at 22,100 strike, then 22,400 and 21,500. Thus, from the options data, the immediate resistance is at 22,400 to 22,500 level with crucial support at 22,000 level. So, that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for me and viewers educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.